In this week's LEGO City update, literally every single thing that could have possibly gone wrong actually went wrong. So I've started by covering this large empty area in between the two different sections of my LEGO City with flower stems, set up my camera and look at this. Yeah, my storage was full. So those 2 hours of speed building were completely wasted and gone. Regarding this area, I'm not thinking about adding any building whatsoever. I simply want to have a few trees, bushes and so on. And then, if this wasn't bad enough, look at what happened next. Yeah, I accidentally fell onto my LEGO City, actually in the back where the mountain was, because I accidentally knocked over a few flower stems while I was working. Wanted to correct that mistake and then, well, fell onto my mountain. Actually, as you can see there, I scratched my entire arm. I was actually bleeding from falling onto Legos. So, I mean, I've stepped onto Legos before, but that was a whole new level, I'll tell you that much. After finally having corrected everything, we can now focus on the front section of my LEGO City where I've added that curved staircase last video, and I told you that I was thinking about adding different patterns for the tiling. And this is what I'm starting off by doing. I unfortunately, first of all, have to remove all the 2x2 tiles, and then afterwards I can start adding the new pattern with the 1x2 dark bluish gray tiles. I actually find it so satisfying watching the speed builds afterwards, especially seeing all those rows of 1x2 tiles growing is always so rewarding after spending several hours on a certain area. Next up, I then wanted to add a little door into that corner where the two Vespers are currently standing. My idea was to have an emergency exit for the two tunnels going underneath the upper part of the LEGO City. I thought that was a nice idea, and also it adds a bit of contrast to that area. Then I started to shift my focus on the front section of the LEGO City and planned how high the future buildings should be that I'm going to build for that area. And for those purposes, I'm always using existing buildings, but as you can see, from my point of view, this is way too high for the front area of the LEGO City, and I'm actually thinking about only adding very small buildings. This, what you can see right there, is one of my very first mock buildings. I still have, well, only in fragments laying around, but it was perfectly fine for checking the height of the houses I'm building for that front area right there. And as you can see, I've already started by actually using a similar layout of the yellow building I've just shown you. And color-wise, I've then decided to use dark orange mixed with white. I've then started to build the roof, and my idea was once again to have the whole roof removable, and that was quite difficult because I will have two different sections of roof actually going into each other, and then in addition to that, one section of the roof won't be as steep as the other one. So that was sort of the challenge building this house, to have those two different roofs seamlessly go into each other, because as you can see, this is the second part of the roof now. This is much steeper than the first one, although I'm using the exact building technique as with the other part of the roof. So I'm only using dark bluish gray slopes. In this case, every 3 studs, I've added one plate beneath that in order to get some sort of elevation and structure into the roof itself. I think this looks more interesting than simply having plain rows of slopes staggered onto each other. As I've just mentioned, the entire roof is completely removable, although I've got to say it is quite heavy because it is so compact and dense inside. Then it was time to start the next module where probably the new house will be placed on. And also this is the second part I'll be starting in just a second. I'm planning on adding some sort of market in this area. My idea once again was to not have anything that's too high in the front section of my LEGO City, and therefore a market was probably the best idea, and also something that you guys kept commenting. In order to once again hide the fact that I'm using different modules to build on, I'm now continuing the wall along the back, as well as continuing this green stripe which actually separates the train tracks from the area in front. I was actually thinking about adding some sort of noise protection wall or sound barrier along the back, but that would have then probably blocked the view of the trains. So as you can see, now I'm starting to add the market stalls. I've spent quite some time on getting the angle of those boxes in front of the market stall right. And actually the reason why this area is so important, and I'm spending quite some time on the details, is because that part of the LEGO City is so close to you if you're standing right in front of the LEGO City that every single detail is actually really visible, in contrast to the very back of the LEGO City where it's obviously too far away, and also the tiling, for example, isn't as important as right here in front. So what I'm doing right now is simply adding a few studs to connect the different market stalls with the LEGO City. I'm always trying to connect as many things as possible. Unfortunately, this wasn't possible with all the different vegetables. I've simply laid them into the boxes, but well, there wasn't any other solution. And also, if you have those boxes, as long as you don't topple the thing over, it works absolutely fine. Regarding the different market stalls, we have this small bakery right here, then some sort of fish market. This will also then be connected storytelling wise with the harbor I'll add in future, and then I've added a small ice stand. What was now left to do is actually add grass, bushes and so on onto the grass stripe. There will probably be quite a few sections where the grass stripe won't be visible. That's only for the camera angle later on when I'm placing the GoPro onto the train and letting the train run. This is important to then have every single corner of the Lego city actually built out, even though it's not visible. And then now, before placing the new building we've designed in this week's Lego City update, we obviously have to check where exactly it looks the best. So this is what the market currently looks like. Just as a reminder, I will add more 16 stud base plates right in front, and then the harbor will start down there. So we have more space in order to extend the whole thing. And also at the moment, I feel like the market is a bit too cramped into this corner. So just removing this thing already improves the whole situation. So as soon as the next plates and parts arrive for the area in front, I will definitely extend the market. When it comes to the new building, I feel like it should be placed further to the left. So let me do this real quick. And then as you can see, this opens up the view towards the railway station. And this is actually what I had in mind. And maybe what I was thinking about is adding a small hall or something right there in order to have some storage facility for freshly caught fish that arrive at the future harbor. What I'll definitely add somewhere in the region where the market is are 2 or 3 trees. Probably much bigger than that one, but it is important in order to have some sort of shade at the market. What I will pay attention to is that the view isn't blocked to the individual market stalls. At the moment, I've got to admit, I'm not quite sure how exactly I want to design the next market stalls, and also the purpose of them isn't quite clear to me. For example, if you have like a farmer's market or something, you normally have several different farmers and stalls with the exact same product, just from their own farm, I guess. And that's the problem I'm having right now, because I want to have as much diversity as possible at the different market stalls. The most difficult part in front of the Lego City right here will be the transition from the rural area onto the urban area, and then also the harbor right here. It won't look good to have the grass directly come towards the harbor, then have a straight cut and a wall that goes down to the water. So I'm currently working on plans on how I'm trying to fix that. And then, since you guys keep asking when I'll upload the next POV train ride, I'll firstly fill the gap between this section, and as soon as all these base plates are covered up, I'll then mount the GoPro onto the train and film a new train ride through my entire Lego City, as well as the Wild West mod. With that being said, that's it for this week's Lego City update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.